Super excited to be over here dropping off my 2018 Phoenix Energy Dodge Demon over to my boys at MoFab. So big shout out to these guys. They do great work. We're gonna bring in a little more power and give it a little bit more sound and allow it to breathe. And obviously we're gonna put a little more boost in, bring the tune up. We're gonna address some of the rear suspension inadequacies as well. So we're gonna leave it to the boys here at MoFab to do their good work, come back in a couple weeks and give it a rip.
Hey guys, Scott with MoFab here in Parker, Colorado. Today we got Matt's Demon on the rack. So we got some Cooks long tubes, 1 7/8", I believe is the primaries on those. Those are gonna be to a 3-inch collector going through a catted Jesse mid pipe. Dual 3s, that's gonna allow for plenty of flow for what these engines produce, which is a lot of power. In the traction department, we got some rear lower control arms that we're gonna be putting on. Those are gonna be a billet with spherical bearing option with the ability to eliminate some of the wheel hop that these things are known for. And then we're gonna be pairing that with a diff brace in the back. That's just gonna lock that diff in place, keep that shudder, and kind of manage some of that MVH. It'll give Matt more of a direct feel for what's happening in the back of the car. Moving forward, we're gonna be doing a drive shaft shop, one-piece drive shaft. That's gonna help make this thing feel a lot more solid as well. And then with that, in the noise department, some QTP cutouts. That will allow Matt to open this thing up, be loud when he wants to be loud, and be quiet when he wants to be quiet. So we're gonna be upgrading Matt's blower with a Grip Tech pulley. That's gonna run a few more pounds of boost. We definitely need that up here for our altitude. Bringing it all together, we got a brand new ECU that we had unlocked by HP Tuners. HP Tuners is who we use for most of our American builds here at MoFab. This is just gonna allow us to calibrate all the mods that we're doing to Matt's car and make it run spectacular.
The day I've been waiting for, finally here at MoFab to pick up my 2018 Dodge Demon. Really anxious to just get it out there, feel the performance difference, both from the rear suspension work that they did to avoid some of the wheel hop and chatter, and also just kind of some of the sound and performance that's gonna come out of the exhaust system that we did. With all the new upgrades installed, it was time to get the Demon on the dyno. Now, I was expecting some modest increase in horsepower. I was absolutely blown away that it went from 695 to 763 because that's a 15% increase. So realistically, we clawed back almost everything we lose from running at altitude. That's the good news, but not everything with the upgrade went so smoothly.
The drive shaft.
Right.
So there was a weird resonance when we're doing pulls in this thing. We're going over, well over 100 miles an hour on the dyno. One thing that you get to feel on the dyno, because everything is strapped down, the rollers are balanced, everything's perfect. It shows tire imbalances, drive shaft imbalances, any sort of resonances like that, and it showed up right away. So per Drive Shaft Shop's recommendation, take it back out, 180 it, put it back in. For whatever reason, they say that works. We did that. It did not help.
Yeah.
Did another run, pulled it back out, put the stock one back in, and
we'll see what they say on all that. I mean, the only reason I did that is because as I continue to add power to this thing, I will take it down to Pueblo and stuff, and they say that, the OEM two-piece unit is gonna snap at some point.
Right.
But it wasn't a need for messing around in Parker.
No, right, yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
I mean, whatever
unprepped surfaces pretty much everywhere else you drive.
I mean, I blow the tires off, and so the drive shaft isn't gonna be the weakest link on the streets. So we'll just see what comes of it, and obviously talk through it and see where we land, but all good.
Yeah, and then as far as everything else goes in the back, we got all your arms installed.
Yep.
Got the alignment done, got those all dialed back into just pretty much factory spec on the alignment as far as I understand. Diff brace mount, that's in place. Obviously up front, we got your long tubes with the Cooks Green Cats as well, so she's making the EPA people happy. These things are pretty overspun from the factory as far as I understand from Dodge, so you could go up a little bit more, but you're gonna be riding that thin line with our altitude,
Yep.
But yeah, this is gonna be a ripper, man. I hope you enjoy it.
Are you kidding me, man? This is like, first of all, I'm permanently 21 years old. I just screw up and assume more responsibility. So all this stuff is perfect.
Awesome. Well, do you have any other questions about anything?
Not really, man. I think let's just stay in touch on the drive shaft, whatever comes of that.
Yep.
Other than that, we're just happy to get it back out on the road and have some fun with it.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Cheers. Good work, dude.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah. First impressions after picking this bad boy up from MoFab, so we're gonna let it breathe a little bit and get it on a road where we can get moving a little bit better. I want to want to hear it, of course, but I also want to see how that wheel hop correction is working with some of the stuff that we've done on the rear end as well. So we'll have some fun with this thing. I mean, you can already tell a little bit improvement with the sound just because of the long tube headers. Definitely a little improvement there. We didn't actually modify anything with the mufflers. It was just unnecessary. But let's see what it sounds like with a few RPMs. I already feel the difference. Certainly hear the difference. Doesn't feel like it even in this American-made car that that was up to 70 that quickly. It's actually pretty smooth until you get up above 100, and then you'll feel those American bones rattle. One of the reasons we didn't swap out the single-piece drive shaft is they were getting that vibration at higher speeds and higher RPMs, so good choice by them. Didn't notice any issue with traction, but I wasn't really getting into the gas all that much. On this arguably paved surface, you break the tires loose, no matter what they did to the back end. That's what's the tough part about having this much power on the street. It's sometimes unusable. And these guys do great work. That's the best thing about this shop is these guys are just gearheads. They're doing it 50% for the money, 50% for the love of cars. And you know, that's one thing that I love about this as a hobby is no one ever asked me what religion I was or who I voted for. Just love the cars, man. Do you want to open up? Should we open up the exhaust, Dylan? What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, let's fire away. Noticeably, well, I mean, you can feel it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little.
Feel it rattling.
Well, that's exactly where it's dumping, so it's a little rowdier, obviously, with it going straight pipes. And again, we're losing horsepower as a result. But then you can really hear it. And that just brings out the kid in me. So as we're kind of taking this thing back, A+ on the work from MoFab. We did have one kind of piece of the puzzle incomplete, so we're gonna just try to get that resolved, see where it lands with the manufacturer working with MoFab. Because as we continue to add power, the goal is to not just dyno test it, but bring it down to Pueblo and put some quarter-mile times onto this thing as we continue to add some power to the machine. So I don't want to be snapping drive shafts when that's a known issue. So as we're pulling back into the shop, like, subscribe, favorite, whatever you do. And if you like this, it really helps us out. And check back. We're going to be putting up a lot of new content. So hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.